Let the games begin.
Honestly, it's amazing. It's fantastic.
Welcome to Chateau Love. I'm Vivian, an artist, designer, antique and vintage jewelry dealer, video creator, and chateau renovator. Join us today as we shop amongst the world's finest antiques and introduce you to some incredibly talented friends.
You will not believe where we are.
We're in Parma?
In Italy, all together. Now, Sally and I, you guys might remember, we were here at this exact same time last year. We had the most amazing time, bought the most gorgeous jewelry. To that video in the description below. But we met some amazing people. We're going to see some of them on this trip. You guys haven't met some of these friends. Some of you have, like Tama. Yeah. We did Design Week with her. You guys, now you know Sally. So all the BFFs together, we're going to do some serious shopping. What are you guys looking for today?
For us, it's just going to be lamps, really.
Yeah, lamps and a mirror.
Yeah, maybe a big chandelier.
A big chandelier. Is this going to fit? I know how big you like your chandeliers. Is this going to fit in your car?
Yeah.
He'll make it fit. He'll deconstruct it piece by piece if he has to.
Or else it's riding on the top of the car.
Yeah.
All the way back to France.
Yeah.
What are you looking for, sweetie?
I think I'm going to be looking for some pictures.
Ooh,
I think
paintings, drawings.
Paintings, I think it might be the right place to get some well-priced 18th century or 19th century paintings. So I'm looking forward to that.
Lovely. Oh, they also have beautiful Italian Renaissance stuff as well. Italian Renaissance paintings, you know, for your
mirror.
Oh, maybe a mirror. And then Sally, what are you looking for?
I think I'm going to be searching for some bracelets
Ooh.
and probably some rings, but my inventory is low on bracelets, so that's my mission.
And are you looking Georgian, Victorian, Art Nouveau? What's your vibe?
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on what I find.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to limit myself.
I know. So now the challenge we're all going to have is that we all like the same stuff.
Yeah.
And we're all going to be together. And also we have some serious antique dealers that we're going to be joining their group as well. Mm-hmm. And so I think we should get going. It could get scrappy.
Pressure's on. Okay.
Go on then.
People are already buying stuff.
Coming in, it was literally like a rally course. Everyone just darting down.
It's like the big sale day at Emmos with everybody waiting outside the gates.
If this is anything to go by that Le Mans was like,
Yeah.
then I can't wait.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one again too.
Definitely.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, this is going to be unreal. There's Terry's mirror for his dining room.
You know what? There's a pair. I'm always looking for a pair.
Don't tell him there's a pair. For the love of God, don't tell him there's a pair.
Have we lost them already? Where'd they go?
Dear. We've done 10 feet.
We've done literally 10 feet. We've lost. Oh, they're already. Are they buying something? Oh. We literally just walked in the door. Are you buying a chandelier?
It's already sold
It's already sold.
to Simon.
This one's already sold, but it was 4,000 euros.
That's a good price for that.
Chandelier is
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
I just spotted the most beautiful piece of furniture I've ever seen in my life. In my life.
What have you found? Oh,
The one behind us.
You wanted paintings,
I just saw them.
and there are paintings. Found some very beautiful cameos here, and especially the bracelets. I'm thinking about this, and also some very beautiful micro mosaics. Harry, turns out you're not the only one in the world who likes gold. Would this stuff go at La La Salle, do you think?
Yeah.
La La Versailles.
Tables. We've got some small pillars there.
Just some small pillars. It all looks like it came out of Versailles, doesn't it? It really does. I mean, it's absolutely spectacular. Oh, you guys, you could have a bar. A bar.
Yeah.
That's what La La Salle needs. It'd make a perfect bar, wouldn't it? You just bought a bar? A whole bar? The La La Celle bar?
I bought a bar.
In the village?
No,
Where?
in the Brooklyn.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And all the chairs and everything's beautiful.
Oh.
All the inlaid.
We're never going to leave La La Celle. Love this. I think this is wonderful. It's Mark Anthony. Conquest of Egypt. All in marble. Yeah, I love it. You've got a collection of beautiful boules now.
We have.
For your billiard room, right?
But we haven't got this.
It's a boule piano. That is the most beautiful, craziest thing we've ever seen. Look at that.
It's spectacular.
It is spectacular.
Still want to know the price, right? I think it'd be several thousands.
Possibly. It looks like it's in very good condition, but honestly, I've just never seen anything like it.
It is.
Right down to the pedals. It's just magnificent. Every house needs a little upright in the corner.
Well, you know, we could put it in the grand salon somewhere.
You could. And it's space saving.
Well, yeah.
It's economical. Okay, I've just spotted this. It's so beautiful. It's all handmade. It's come out of a museum. It's all the pieces for the bed. I think it's out of our budget though.
Day. We are leaving the hotel room again very early to go meet Terry and Ash and Sally. We're off to the fair again. Yesterday, I had some great luck with the jewelry. Not so much with paintings and furniture. Hopefully today's going to be more successful. Beautiful pieces of jewelry I found here on the pillow of my hotel room. It's so spectacular. It's a rolled gold locket. So beautiful. A magnificent Art Nouveau brooch. It's huge. Can you see the size of that? And it's got these wonderful paste stones inside. This is very special. It's absolutely wonderful articulated gilt sterling silver fish. And look, his mouth actually opens to house a secret compartment inside. He's got turquoise eyes. So beautiful. And look at these lovely cufflinks. Beautiful enameled dogs. And the best thing about these cufflinks is that they can be worn with this side on the outside, with the turquoise, or with the dogs. So really 2 pairs of cufflinks in one. Are we ready for another big day of shopping?
Yes, a little bit later today, but definitely ready to go.
I know, we had a bit of a late night last night with all of our friends, having a
nice.
Beautiful dinner. You got to meet a lot of our mates from last year.
Yeah, great company. We had great company, lovely dinner. but it did go on a little bit late, and so we've had a slower start.
So another fun one tonight. Let's go. Okay, guys, we're back.
Yes. Here we are again, one more day.
I mean, it's getting exhausting, isn't it? We walked for like 9 hours yesterday. This place, it's literally the Louvre of antique sales.
It is, but it only happens once a year or twice a year, and this is, you know,
great.
You have to do, suck it up and walk around.
Well, it wouldn't work for our house, but look at this Murano chandelier. Each little lampshade is an iris. Isn't that clever?
I think it's beautiful. I think it's really Art Nouveau looking in style.
Yeah.
Which would go in our house, but we have to decorate a room to kind of go with the colours and everything.
We're running out of rooms, darling.
Yeah, I know.
Look at this massive collection of Herond. We know someone who loves Herond. All hand painted.
So things are getting very, very exciting here. And we also do have our eye on a very, very special mirror. We've been looking for the perfect inspiration pieces, but we would need to organize shipping. Now, we do have friends here that have shipping companies. We can certainly organize this, but it's always about budget. Everything is about how much are we willing to spend? Will it work? Do we love it enough? So much to think about. And in the midst of all this, I'm still, of course, looking for jewelry.
So you've taken a shine to these. Show me. Hold it up.
There's one there. And there's one there.
I think they're very pretty. I love the Italian scenes. I like the colors. Can you hold them up next to each other, side by side? Yeah, I think those are lovely. They look like little windows.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm happy with those if you want them. I think they're a lovely size as well.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I think they're really nice.
Let's see what price we can get.
Okay. We're finding things are more expensive this year. What are you finding?
It is. It's unbelievably expensive.
Yeah.
It's spectacular to see some of the pieces, but I think because we know what we can get some of these items for in France,
Yes.
then we're a bit like, shall we pay that? If it's 100% exactly what we're wanting,
Yes.
in good condition, then fine, don't mind paying it. But because we know that
It's tricky.
Yeah.
But yet, the quality of everything here, it's not quite the same as being in a brocante, is it?
Yeah, I think just here because there's so much choice, you just don't know what to pick.
Exactly.
So,
Everything could go in a chateau.
yeah, every single thing.
Hundreds of thousands of items that could all go in a chateau.
Yeah,
What's a boy to do?
It is, it's amazing. There's a couple of little bits that we're trying to piece together because we need like 2 of certain items.
Yes.
So we found one of one thing, we're trying to find another, which I did see somewhere, but I can't remember where I've seen it.
Exactly, so you're
so
lost.
I'm looking through my videos
yes.
to see.
I was saying last year, the same thing happened to me. I'd find something I loved, think about it, walk away, and never find it again.
No. So yeah, we're after like a nice little Napoleon III. It's like a little dressing table, sewing box sort of thing. It's really quite small, but we thought underneath the windows. It'd be
Yes.
quite nice. So I spotted one at a really good price, and I'm just after another one.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah.
good luck.
Let's see. You spotted anything?
We got a couple of cute little paintings that we liked very much, little matched pair, and late 1800s, maybe around 1900, so not too old, but also thankfully not too pricey, very decorative, of the Amalfi Coast. They're a bit of a souvenir of our lovely trip with you guys to Italy.
Is it the one with the arched top on?
Yes, we love those.
Yeah.
And we of course, for me, really, it's about jewelry here.
Yes.
And unusual jewelry that we can't get in France.
Yes.
So cameos, micro mosaics,
Yeah.
coral, things like that that are uniquely Italian.
Yeah. Like I said, some of the bits are just spectacular.
Yeah.
And some prices on some pieces, which we don't actually need, crazy. Like they're so
Yes.
cheap on some bits, but we just don't need.
Don't need them exactly.
It's just crazy.
I know. It's fun though, isn't it?
Yes. And the Murano chandeliers,
Ah,
they're bigger than our Chateau.
I know. There was one that was like 5 meters tall.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge.
We
It's good.
are having such a good time though, aren't we? And for those who don't know, in the next episode, we're leaving Parma and going on somewhere even more exciting.
Yes.
Stay
Can't wait.
tuned. Yes.
I just saw this like from a distance, but have a look at this mirror. It actually looks really interesting, don't you think?
Oh, wow.
It's modern,
So
but
this,
it's meant to be like a Renaissance or restoration piece.
it's really pretty. It's got this kind of Wedgwood-esque thing in the middle, which we love. So Sally's making friends and showing off her new acquisitions.
Yes.
And oh, Sally, it's beautiful.
It is lovely, isn't it?
Are you keeping it or are you selling it?
I'm probably going to sell it, but I really want to keep it.
I know. Well, you get to keep it for today.
Yeah, the all-main cuts are perfect.
And for anybody who wants to buy it, they have to go to thirdactvintage.com.
Thank you.
I found you. You're over here getting coffee. Have you had enough for the morning?
Yeah, I'm okay right now.
Okay. I want to show you what I got. Now open carefully. Now sadly these are not for you, they're for the website, but I got 2 pairs of the most beautiful enameled cufflinks you've ever seen.
Cufflinks. Oh wow,
Aren't they gorgeous?
those are beautiful. Yeah.
I love these. The beautiful dogs, and I love the red and white. They're stunning, aren't they?
Yeah, they're perfect for a dog lover. Anyway, they're beautiful.
They're very beautiful, and they're from the turn of the century, around 1910, 1920.
Yeah, totally.
Ooh. Where to go, what to do, what to buy. Oh my.
Tell me, which set of cufflinks do you like best?
And I'm sorry, these are not gifts. Before you get excited.
Oh wow. The little Normandy crest with the fleur-de-lis on.
Yeah, they've got
Little Normandy lions.
And another set of dog ones.
dog ones, I know.
I like them ones.
Yeah, I
These
like
ones
these
are cool because look, they're, if you
Yeah.
turn around, they could be those as well.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, they're really nice. Yeah, I like them both.
And
I like
nice
them.
red ones.
And it's hard to choose, isn't it? That's why I had to buy them both. You both like those ones.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
They're very Chatelain, aren't they?
I think with
The
a,
Normandy flag, it's like, that was like the Normandy crest.
I know, but just with any shirt, to be honest, I think like especially like a nice dark blue shirt or a white shirt, they'd be beautiful.
And then even this side, this just to me feels very classic.
Yeah.
You know. And the enamel work is on both of them. The enamel is still perfect. These are over 100 years old. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm investing in more boy jewelry. I feel like I've been unfairly favoring the ladies lately.
That's a great find.
Yeah, I was really pleased.
Well done.
And they look so French, even though I found them in Italy. Isn't that crazy?
Well enough.
I wonder if they were in France and then they came to Italy and now they're making
With the
their way.
fleur-de-lis, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Although it's also, the fleur-de-lis is also the symbol of Florence.
Possibly. Yeah, it just reminds me of the lions on the crest.
Yeah.
But it reminds, that's the borough lion.
Oh, there you go.
It's a Middlesbrough lion. What?
It's a Middlesbrough lion.
Watch this.
Exactly.
So it came from Middlesbrough all the way to France.
It does, so it's Middlesbrough in France. Look at that, that's our lion. There you go.
It's the Middlesbrough lion. Oh my gosh. And then is this like somebody's flag on the other side? Whose colors are those?
Let us know as soon as we go on the website. And we'll have a look.
That's not fair. That's not fair. Because now I can't sell them.
Yes, you can. They are beautiful. They are beautiful.
Ciao. Negotiating as always.
Lei Vivian.
Salve. Marco.
Ciao, buongiorno Marco.
Vivian e Thierry.
Bene.
Lui e Simon. Loro è più importante, molto importante perché lei ha un YouTube channel.
Ah, ok.
Chateau Love.
Ok.
E series di TV. Chateau DIY.
Sì. Bello.
In italiano sei amore di palazzo, sì? I'm gonna change the name of my channel, Amore di Palazzi.
Spotted the most beautiful mirror
We have.
ever.
Again.
Again. Okay, so wait. Here's the question. Which is the best mirror that we have in our chateau? So we have created two. We bought one at the Chateau of Chambord. Terry and Ash found one in Le Mans, which we said was absolutely the all-time best mirror ever. And then we saw this. So we would like you guys to vote. Tell us which mirror is the best.
This is spectacular.
Which one do you think is the best?
I honestly don't know between this one and the one that we spotted in Le Mans.
Yeah.
They're both nice for different reasons. So
We're going to give you a list of 5. A, B, C, D, E. Let's go see E.
yes,
Right?
And we got a spectacular deal.
Yeah,
I've got
we
a lot
did.
of cash right here.
We spotted it as soon as we came in.
We
And we
did.
said if we could get it for this price, then it would be a bargain. And we've been coming back time and time again.
Yes.
And we've managed to get the deal on it.
And he has lowered his price now about 6 times.
Yes.
And I would like also everybody out there to see if they can guess how much we got it for.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty amazing. Okay, we're coming around the corner. And let's see. Here it is. This is the mirror. It's not even put together yet. That's the base. And on top of this goes the mirror. There are cherubs. It is hand painted. It's got caryatids. It's got carvings.
Honestly,
It's got a reflection of Terry. What more could you want? And very, very beautiful. What are those?
fish.
Oh, dolphins. We need dolphins. Of course we do. See. So this giant mirror sits on the base. I think this might even be taller than the other one from Le Mans, Terry.
Yeah, a lot more.
Everyone thinks Terry's my husband and they keep negotiating with him, which is very funny. I mean, I'm flattered. I wonder if Simon's going to get jealous. Anyway, you're going to be my pretend husband on Sunday when the boys go watch football.
Yes.
Yes. We'll go to a museum.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love it. It's beautiful. Put the boss. Grazie, boss. Grazie mille. Sweetie, what do you think of our mirror?
We own it. We did that in about, well, like I said earlier, you go around and you do like a few tours and then you make a decision, and then the matter of buying it is about
2 days.
For 2 days. We've been trying to get him down on price for 2 whole
we
days.
negotiate over 2 days, which it literally has been, but the process of actually saying, okay, let's do it, is,
So everyone's literally closing up, and I
Yeah.
think that this is a little bit of advice for everybody. If something you love hasn't sold and it's so big that they don't want to have to take it back to their shop, that's the answer.
make an offer.
Make an offer. This is exciting. So, sweetie, we're taking a poll. What's the best mirror now? You and I
In the house?
We created two. We created two different mirrors, one for the Empire Room.
Option 1.
Then we bought the big mirror from the Chateau of Chambord.
Option 2.
Then we created the Trumeau.
Option 3.
Then Terry and Ash brought the world's most gorgeous mirror from Le Mans.
Option 4.
But now there's this. Which one do you think is the best mirror in the Chateau now?
Option 5.
I wonder where we'll put it.
I wonder where we're going to put it, right?
Because it's so big.
Well, whatever it is in the house, it's going to be amazing as well.
Which one do you like the best? We're taking a poll. Which one do you like the best?
Oh, which one do I like the best?
But this is striking. I can't believe how good condition the top's in.
Yes.
90% of the time the top's completely gone.
I love the Cherubs as well. They're hysterical. The one on the right is making the face that Isabella always makes now when I ask her to play the harp. So she's like, oh, I don't want to.
We'll send a picture
Like,
to my
please,
mum.
it sounds so beautiful. Oh, your mother would love it. The Cherubs. And you got the amazing project.
Yeah, we've got a mirror project as well going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love this, the great transformation of a wardrobe into a mirror.
Yes. Yeah.
And yours has caryatids too. This is the trip of caryatids.
Well, yeah.
On either side. Mirrors with fabulous, fabulous figures on both ends. You cut a fine figure. You're both working hard carrying all the bits.
Yeah. I know you really enjoy this side.
I do love that side of you, the hardworking side.
Working, carrying stuff for you. So.
Yes, absolutely.
Carry stuff for us.
For us, darling, for us. Ciao, grazie mille. Ciao. All right, boys, it has been one heck of a 2-day shopping extravaganza. What are your thoughts?
I'll go first. Yeah. I think this is my first time here.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure what to expect.
Uh-huh.
So I knew it was going to be big.
Yeah.
Which it is. I knew there was going to be a lot of really great antiques here.
Uh-huh.
And there are. I think that the organization of it is fantastic for everybody who wants to come and just see, like in one place, thousands and thousands of antiques from all over Italy and Europe. So, it's a great place for that. We've had a lot of fun.
Yes.
It's been great seeing everybody. And I think we've had a lot of interesting conversations about what'll work in our houses or our chateau and what won't work.
Yes.
And that's been really good fun. So I think it's been a really nice couple of days.
Yeah, definitely. It's been fantastic, and I think to actually come and experience this and to see so many amazing pieces in one place, I think it's sort of so overwhelming. There's so much choice, you don't know what actually to pick.
Yeah.
So we would just constantly just walk around because every store we went to, there was something better.
Yes.
And we just didn't know what to actually pick.
Yes.
So,
It's not like a brocante where there might be one or two great pieces amidst the rubble.
Yeah.
Here,
every piece,
almost every piece, is really high quality.
Yeah.
Some of that's reflected in the prices. There are some bargains as well, but really, really high quality.
We've all managed to find a decent bargain as well.
We have. It's been exciting.
Yeah. You do have to go round a few times.
Yes.
And as you go round, the prices, if they're genuinely open for negotiation, they can come down. Because there's so much here, spot the 1 or 2 things or 3 things or however many. Make your list of what you like, and then go around them and sort of whittle it down to what is a good price versus what you want to take home, and then you get there.
And then this is where people like Tama become really essential, because for people that are doing serious buying, she negotiates hard in Italian and knows the dealers.
An inside circle here, so having someone who's in that, who can talk to the dealers because they see them regularly and they know that they're serious buyers, that suddenly will halve the prices, you know, and suddenly you'll find that, wow, here we are, we're actually talking about decent prices now, so that's good,
Who's ready for an Aperol spritz and some pasta?
Definitely.
Ready for a break after this.
We have a fun group that's looking forward to a great night out.
I think we need it.
And our fun is just beginning. Parma might be soon behind us, but we're not yet finished with Italy.
No.
So stay tuned for the next episode.
Looking forward to it. I'm waiting.
Well, I have to say, I think this has been the most incredibly successful trip to Parma. We all did so well. We found the most glorious mirror. Terry, after searching for the perfect Renaissance-style mirror, wasn't finding it, or he would find something beautiful, and it would be many thousands of euros. What if we found the perfect Renaissance wardrobe and turned it into a mirror? And that's what he is going to do. So of course, go check out their channel, Escape to the Dream, Restoring the Chateau, to see how that's going to happen. It's going to be spectacular. We found a couple of beautiful paintings, and I really scored with the jewelry, and because I can't help myself and it's so beautiful, before I go down and meet the boys for drinks tonight, I'm wearing the gorgeous Art Nouveau brooch. It's so big and it's so beautiful, and it's finishing off my outfit perfectly for the evening. So tonight we are all celebrating a beautiful Italian dinner, big successes, and of course, most importantly, friendship. Has it been a good shopping weekend?
It's been a good shopping.
I think so. Are we celebrating?
I'm celebrating.
Excellent.
I'm also going to use this bottle to prop my eye open in case I fall asleep from exhaustion.
For what it's worth, you don't look tired. So that's all that matters.
I'm this person on earth.
Not at all.
Everybody.
Thank you.
And Mikkel, who has just launched his latest book.
You know what I did, and I'm so excited about the new book. And we're here in Italy, so I guess it's celebration.
We're celebrating your book launch.
We are. We're celebrating.
So we have Suzanne, Peggy, and Kitty. And the ladies, I love you. I'm very happy you arrived. We're going to be, the 3 of us are kicking off the week. You're all in us, but we had to start in Parma because well, first of all, we needed the prosciutto. The prosciutto.
Wait a minute, we needed the vino rosso.
Let's get the priorities right.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got the Lambrusco, we've got the prosciutto, we've got the Parmesan, and of course the antiques. Now, you guys are virgins, and I'm super excited. I know it's been a long time. I don't think so. Not her. So, since we have some maybe not so virgins,
Maybe voyagers.
Newcomers. I thought the next thing that we should do is first of all introduce my colleague Robert Schroeder, without whom none of us would be dining tonight.
Yay!
When I was very young, my mom had an antique shop as well, beside many shops she had. And so I was 13, 14, and my mom always took me on trips to England, buying trips. So after 4 or 5 years working at a big law firm, I thought, no, not for the rest of my life. So I started antique business on the side, but as I loved Italy, because I did studies here, I thought I combined a bit my passions. So I specialized in the Grand Tour souvenirs, and I started lecturing on that. And Holland's a small country, and I don't know if it is an expression in English, but in Holland we say in a country of blind people, the guy with one eye is king. So, with With my little knowledge of the Grand Tour, I became the king of Grand Tour in Holland. And so I now combine all this. And that's how I met Thomas.
The rest was history.
And that's too many years ago. Yeah.
No, it's going on close to 2 decades.
Yeah.
It's quite a while. So we have actually a couple of people in this room who are from my past. And I turn around and bring you to Vivian.
Hello, hello.
We were young in Paris.
It's been a quarter of a century, my darling. I think maybe a little bit more. Just slightly.
A lady never tells her age.
Never ever. I'm sorry, it was 2 years ago.
I'm Kim with Kim Heights Antiques.
Speaking of cool girls, one of my favorite cool girls, Suzanne Cooper.
I would be one of those cool girls.
Yes.
I'm just a straight up consumer who loves antiques. Original cool girls that loves to just go and explore.
Yeah.
Adventure.
My name is Peggy Jackson, and I got into antique buying about 15 years ago. And I was inspired by an English woman, Annie Swan, who created chalk painting. And that's how I kind of got into this business. And I started buying antiques and selling them in different booths around Atlanta. So it was wonderful because it got me out of a bad marriage.
Oh.
And all of a sudden now I'm a virgin.
So chalk paint saved your life. I love that.
I am Peggy's sister, and this is my year to travel. I'm having a big birthday, and so I'm going everywhere I can. And about 3 weeks ago, she said she was coming here, and I said, sign me up.
She said, can my sister Kitty come? And I said, anyone who's named Kitty.
Always.
But, I'm interior designer Mikhail Welch. I'm based in Los Angeles. And so first, my showroom is at 200 Lexington Avenue inside of the A&D, well, I shouldn't say A&D, but 200 Lex. And my showroom is inside of Ink Collect, and I'm on the 10th floor. I specialize in primitive modern antiques, and for like what I like to say is like, take Fred Flintstone, drop him in current day, and what would he do? That's where I'm at. And then my book is called The Forever Home. It came out in October, and it's just simple DIY and everyday tips for the average person who wants their home to look magazine worthy without breaking the bank.
I love that. And your book is magnificent, and I feel like your tips could translate to any era of using vintage, antique, and modern styles to make a comfortable, beautiful, and amazing, welcoming home.
Thank you, I appreciate it. No, that was the goal. Honestly, I work as a set decorator, and people think we have big budgets, and we don't. So my goal was to teach everything that I learned over the past 10 or 15 years and put it into, a year and a half of work. And so that's the body that we produced.
Fabulous.
While we are speaking of celebrities,
oh yes. Oh yes.
I don't want to embarrass you, but I am going to. So please allow me to embarrass you.
Bring it on, boys.
So my name's Terry Short, and with my partner Ash, we're currently restoring an 18th century chateau in France. So we're both from the UK, and we had a business back there, and we decided obviously to take the plunge, buy a chateau, renovate that, and obviously along the way antiques have been part of that journey. We're buying obviously the best ones that we can for the price that we can, and that's when we came in contact with you last year and finding them. But my story began with doing art and design from college and school and university, and designing cars. So it wasn't initially interiors came after that, and it was mainly designing cars, and then obviously flown into interiors, and yeah.
Are you renovating the chateau for yourselves? Or?
Yeah, so the chateau obviously is for us to live in, and then we'll be eventually opening it as a business this time, like sometime this year really. and we'll have two guest suites. Obviously, one more of like a high end. We're trying to create more of an experience, so we're creating like a authentic French interior. So we're doing like quite a lot of Louis XV, Louis XVI. We've done Regency styling, and then our grand salon we're doing more of like a Napoleon III style. So that's been like mainly our mission this week, to try and find Napoleon III furniture to fill the grand salon.
And where is it located, the chateau?
So it's in Normandy, Lower Normandy in France. We bought it in 2020. It was a complete wreck, and then over the last 5 years we've just been slowly restoring it back to its former glory. So we obviously document all of our renovations on YouTube, and that's been our main focus on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram.
I'm Ash Waters, obviously Terry's my partner. I think Terry said pretty much everything. We gave up our lives in the United Kingdom to live a dream. We sold everything we owned, and it was we either make a go of it or we failed. It was more turning back once we actually set out on this journey, and it's been an incredible 5 years to date.
And it is truly magnificent. It really is truly magnificent. So, yeah, everyone should check them out. Yes.
Speaking of magnificent,
Oh, my husband. Well, he's obviously the dessert of this dinner. Yes.
It was just waiting until our
Well, I'm not going to keep you from your food, so...
He means he doesn't want to keep himself from his food.
Right, I'll be very brief. Hello everyone, my name is Simon. I am Vivian's husband. He's got a wonderful designer and fantastic artist in her own right, so she does a lot of her own projects. But I tend to just kind of deliver the little bit of the skills that I have, which aren't too many. And she guides me.
Simon's got loads of skills. He's being very modest.
What? We're going to get this one here.
You didn't do it.
Well, Simon did. I mean, we're obviously two halves of the same.
And I know you're so shy and quiet and retiring, but it probably embarrasses you to have to speak to this group.
Well, hello everybody. Thank you for welcoming us. Mostly thank you to Tama. And you're always so wonderful. And we actually feel like several of you are friends from before. Really? Yes, I know. Really.
Once you go vegan, you never go back.
This is true. This is true. So, you guys, I am married to Simon, as many of hello. I know, it's cute. It's cute. Tama and I met 25 years ago in Paris. And that was very exciting. We were young. We looked exactly the same as we do now. I mean, like, nothing has changed. Exactly.
I think we both look better now than we did then. I
think we feel better.
Cheers. We feel better.
Cheers. We do.
I'm more mean.
We know things. We know things. And we've got skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, in that 25 years, the year that Tama and I met, Simon and I had just moved to Paris. We had a little tiny apartment in Paris, and we bought a massive, massive, massive chateau in Florida. Oh. And this seemed like a really good idea because I was pregnant at the time, and we all know that everybody makes great decisions when they're pregnant and hormonal. And so we decided to buy this huge place, which we then spent 18 years renovating. And we ran as a business, and we did all sorts of things. Holiday cottages to endless projects. Learned a lot of skills, a lot of DIY skills, but also, you know, how to get along with people skills, how to survive long winters with no good heating skills, all of these things. And then after 18 years, our daughter went away to school. We didn't have loads of children. We only had the one, and so we thought, well, this is a very, very big property for two people and lots of animals. And so we decided to downsize. And so 6 years ago, we bought a much smaller baby chateau, kind of in the same area, about 1 hour from our other one. And then the pandemic hit, and there we were stranded in this new house, and it was a lot of things happened, you know, with illnesses of various people and everything else. And we had all these crises that forced us to say, we're gonna live our best lives or we're just gonna wither up. And so in a complete act of madness, the three of us were stranded at home with our daughter, and we decided to start making YouTube videos. And this was as somebody who'd never actually been on social media ever. Like, I was really against it. I thought it was, you know, terrible. And all of a sudden it's like, well, if we're gonna share what we're doing with lots and lots of people, uploading video is the easiest way to do it. And so we started doing that, and we never actually ever intended for it to be anything other than what it was, which was just a ridiculous, silly way to pass the time during lockdown.
Yeah.
And 5 years later, and many, many, many new friends later, like Terry, I wouldn't say that. But it turned into a job. It turned into an expanded career. It turned into a way to meet the most incredible people, because we 25 years ago were these strange English-American couple who bought a chateau. This was almost pre-internet. We're finding trade people on the yellow pages, like, we're like so old school. And then we found out during the pandemic that there were these other people that had done the same thing, and we didn't know them. They were all over friends, but we had no idea that they existed. And all of a sudden we found each other, and it was this incredible community that kind of exploded. And now several of us are on TV together, and we have YouTube channels, and we still renovate properties ourselves with our bare hands. We also love buying antiques. So you'll find us everywhere trying to find a bargain and trying to negotiate. And like this afternoon, thanks to Tama, squeezing in a mirror in somebody else's shipment and all sorts of things, you know. And getting creative and honestly living our best lives. And here we are having dinner with all of you guys in Italy. And it's amazing, so thank you so much for including us. Cheers. Weekend in Parma. Cheers.
When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always